Well, many progressives took their outrage to Twitter following the election of Tom Perez as DNC chair. Roseanne DeMoro of the National Nurses United wondered how many Americans would leave the party due to Keith Ellison's defeat. CNN commentator Sally Cohn congratulated both Perez and, quote, the Democratic Party establishment status quo. And then the Young Turks, Michael Tracy, said it was time to, quote, abandon ship. Joining me now, former staffer for Bernie Sanders, Tez Figueroa, who says this election was rigged. Nice to see you this morning, Tez. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
So rigged, that's a strong word. You believe that?
Well, I want to go even stronger and say that, you know, what the media is saying about everyone just wants to have unity and all get along, you know, the Rodney King line is just not going to work this time because the American people are sick and tired of the beatdown. You know, since it's Sunday morning, I'll go to Moses. The Red Sea was parted on yesterday, and the DNC made their choice clear. It was a clear choice to say either you're with us or against us, and the DNC decided to say that we are still with the establishment, we are still with big money, and we're just simply going to leave you on the other side of the sea and wait on you guys to figure out. People are over it. They will lose millions of votes. I was told that governors were told to whip the votes during the second time around. And just to give Keith Ellison a participation trophy for showing up, it's not good enough. People are going to go ahead and move forward with the Dem exit. There'll be no unity with this party.
Yeah, so Keith Ellison gets a deputy seat, and that's what Tom Perez did, immediately created this deputy seat for Keith Ellison. He's got a tall order because he's got, you know, individuals like yourself in the Democratic Party who are outraged. I read Michael Tracy, I paraphrased him a few moments ago, but his full tweet was, the decrepit, rotting carcass of the Democratic Party just got even rottener, abandoned ship. Is that how you feel?
Well, I mean, it's clear on what actually happened yesterday. People left immediately after saying that they were not going to support this candidate. And even though the people are standing up and saying, oh, you know, let's all unite, Bernie Sanders did the same thing after the convention, and it simply just did not work. So even though the cameras were pivoting to the front to say that everybody's all on the same page and we got to get everybody together, it's not going to happen. The people left yesterday in the middle after the voting and have made it clear. And so people will continue to leave. And yes, I am one that did leave after the last election.
President Trump was up early this morning tweeting this. He said the race for DNC chairman was, of course, totally rigged. Bernie's guy, like Bernie himself, never had a chance. Clinton demanded Perez. I think there's a lot of truth to that. But something you just said is really fascinating. That Bernie, right, during the convention, came out and said, we got to throw our support behind Hillary Clinton. And what you said is fascinating. You said that didn't work. So it's not going to work this time, do you think?
Absolutely, it's not going to work. I mean, just because he stood up there and said it, you know, didn't make it so. You know, this divide that we're seeing on both the Trump side as well, on the Republican side as well as the left side, is people are sick and tired of the games and the establishment. I am not a socialist. I'm not even a Democrat. I'm an independent, fiscal. But I joined the Bernie Sanders campaign, traveled for 6 months, lost my mother with cancer while I was on this campaign because I believed in a candidate that was against the establishment. So Keith Ellison did all of the backbending and playing all the games to get the votes. And guess what? Nice guys finish last. People are yearning for real leadership that is saying we are over the games. We're moving forward like Joshua to the promised land. You're either with us or against us. We've been in the wilderness for 40-plus years, and people are tired of it. That's every race, creed, and color are over it. They're ready to move on.
We're out of time, but I got to say, are we going to see, on the Democratic side, similar to the Tea Party, a rise up from that side?
I hope so, but it's going to take, you know, real leadership. I think that the bench was totally a poor bench, to be honest with you. But there's good candidates who are out there that could lead this party. One that I'm very fond of, Senator Nina Turner. But unfortunately, because of the games that you need to play in order to whip the votes, it pushes people away from actually running for leadership chairs. So the people are going to have to make their mind up on what they actually want to do.
Fascinating. Tez Figueroa, we appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Tez.